So last week, whoever was here last week, I did a theme of transformation, and today I'm going to do a theme of healing. So I will be teaching a few healing poses, like poses that are really good for your body, like your muscles, your internal organs, and so on. I also wanted to share something with you. This book, it's called Light on Yoga, and I studied it when I was in my 200-hour training class. And basically, to make a long story short, it's about this yogi, Iyengar, and he was really sick when he was younger, and he didn't know what to do, so he just started doing yoga, and he did yoga every single day, and literally he was healed. He had no ailments, no health issues. So I truly believe that yoga works, and I use it for all types of healing, like for stress, anxiety, energy, anything, any pain. So that's all. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So we'll be doing I'm going to be teaching like basic poses, focusing on alignment, so getting you in and out of the poses safely. And this is your practice, so I'm just here to guide you so you can move at your own pace. If you can't do a specific position or pose, you can go to child's pose, or you could just take a break. You can turn your video off at any time. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So we're going to start in Sukhasana, so seated. Okay, put your hands on your knees. And we're going to do pranayama breathing, which is breathing, there's different forms of it, but I'm going to do the basic one where you inhale for 4 seconds and then you exhale slowly for 4 seconds. We're going to do that 4 times. Okay, so inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, exhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more times, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. That breathing technique is really good for your body, helps ease any stress, anxiety. It's really good for your lungs too, so you can practice that at home as well. Okay, so let's get moving. So take your left hand and place it on your right knee. Take your right hand and put it behind you. And as you do that, shift your torso towards your right shoulder. Try to bring your shoulders down, away from your face. And as you exhale, try to turn even more if you can. And try to lift up your right hand so you know you're not muscling into your twist. Okay, and then other way. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. Look past your left shoulder. Try to turn more as you exhale. And release. Take your left hand, place it on the mat, bring your right arm up past your right cheek. Try to make sure that your right glute doesn't lift up. You want to push it down towards the mat. And release, other side. Right hand on the mat, left arm up. Should feel a stretch on the left side of your body, and release. Okay, so let's go to all fours. So knees should be underneath your hips, and your hands should be underneath your shoulders. You can tuck your toes or untuck them, whatever provides more stability for you. Spread your fingers wide. Press your hands firmly on the mat. Keep your arms straight. And from here, we're going to drop our belly down towards the mat to a cow position. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hips up towards the sky, cat. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Drop your belly. Make sure your shoulders are down away from your face. And exhale, curl your back. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Come to a neutral spine. Take your hands and place them a little bit forward, towards the top of your mat. Press your hands firmly on the mat. And from here, tuck your toes if they're not tucked already, and slowly push your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Okay, spread your fingers wide, hug your navel in towards your spine, push your hips up towards the sky. Now bend your right knee and your left knee. Again, right knee and your left knee. Okay, now bend both knees and push your hips up towards the sky. Stay here for a couple breaths. Okay, look up towards the top of your mat, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat. Now from here, for the first forward fold Uttanasana, keep a soft bend in your knees, slight soft bend. Grab both elbows and kind of hang over your knees with that soft bend. Try to bring the crown of your head towards your knees and do a little sway back and forth, kind of warming up those legs and your spine. Okay, place your hands on the mat. Have into a flat back position. Hug your navel in. Inhale. And exhale, bow. You can keep that soft bend in your knees for now, for this first Uttanasana. Okay, place your hands on the mat. Step your left foot back and then your right, and we'll go to our first high plank. So come to high plank. And from here, your hips should be lifted up. Hug your navel in towards your spine. Make sure your legs are strong and straight. You want to hold it here. If your body is shaking a little bit, that's totally normal. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Okay, now slowly shift forward. Shift your body forward on top of your toes, past your hands. And as you slowly come down, hug your elbows in towards one another and come down to your mat. Okay, that was Chaturanga. Now, place your hands in the baseline of your ribs. Press the tops of your feet firmly on the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards one another. And slowly come up to Cobra. Your navel should be just slightly over your mat. Breathe here. And release. Place your hands on the mat and shift your body up to high plank and push back to downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat, step your right foot forward and then your left. Inhale, flat back, hands on the mat, and exhale, bow. Now here, try to straighten your legs and try to bring the crown of your head towards your knees. Inhale, hands up to the sky, and exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, we'll do that again, just a little bit faster. Kind of warming up the body. Inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back, exhale, bow. Hands in the mat, left foot up and right. Shift forward, Chaturanga, hug your elbows towards one another. And this time you're gonna go up to upward facing dog. So press your feet firmly on the mat. Your legs should be slightly over the mat. Tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Look up, step forward. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bow. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Hands on the mat. Step your left foot back and then your right. Shift forward, Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Push back, downward facing dog. Now from here, step your left foot firmly on the mat. Bring your right leg up and bend it so that your right knee is facing the right side of your mat. Make sure you're not pushing your weight towards your left side of your body. Try to keep it an even weight. Okay, now from here, shift forward by maintaining that kind of cat position and bring your right foot in between the palms of your hands. Now bring your left knee down. Now if this hurts your knees, you can put a blanket for more support. Now from here, try to squeeze your legs energetically in towards one another and bring your hands up towards the sky, low lunge. Hug your navel in and breathe, inhaling and exhaling. And release. Press your hands on the mat. Lift that left leg up and bring it up to meet your right leg. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bow. Hands up to the sky, and hands to heart. Okay, we're gonna do that again, but on the other side. Inhale, hands up, exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back, exhale, bow. Now, step your right foot back. Bring that right knee down on the mat. Squeeze your legs energetically towards one another. Hug your navel in. Bring your hands up. And breathe. And release. Okay, now lift that right leg up and bring it up to meet your left leg. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Hands on mat. Step your left foot back. And then your right. Shift forward, chaturanga. You can do upward facing dog or cobra, whatever is more comfortable for you. And tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Okay, now from here, we're gonna hold some poses. So press your left foot firmly in the mat, slide that right leg up, downward dog split. If you can't, you can just leave your knee bent and keep it right here. And shift forward, bringing that foot in between the palms of your hands. Now from here, turn your left foot so that it's at a 90-degree angle. Keeping that left leg straight. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. And from here, we're gonna come up to bring our arms into the sky to warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Hug your navel in, squeeze your legs towards your midline, and stay here for a moment and just breathe. In order to gain any strength in any of these poses, it's important that you hold them for a little bit, even when it's hard. This is not an easy pose. Okay, so take your hands and interlace them behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another, and from here, if you can, come down with those arms still straight and your right knee bent. You can stay here on top of your right knee, or you can go all the way down to humble warrior. If you fall, it's okay, you can get right back up and do it. This is also a balancing pose. Okay, come back up, bring your hands up to the sky, warrior one again for 1 second, and release. Place your hands on the mat and bring your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bow. Place your hands on the mat. Now bring your left foot back. Turn your left foot so that it's at a 90-degree angle. Make sure your left knee is bent and that it's over your left ankle. Now create strength in your lower body and lift up, hands towards the sky. Remember to always hug your navel in. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, take your hands, interlace them behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another, and with control, come down to right here, where you can place your chest on your left knee, or you can go all the way down to humble warrior. Breathe. come back up and bring your hands up towards the sky. Virabhadrasana 1 again. And release. Bring your hands on the mat. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Now from here, stand in mountain pose. So I'll face you so you can see me. Place your feet so that they're parallel to your hips. Your palms should be forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Slightly lift your chin. Tadasana, mountain pose. And if you can, lift your kneecaps up. And stay here for a moment and just breathe and take a breath. Hopefully your body feels a little bit warmer than what it did when you first started. Okay, from here, we're gonna do Utkatasana, chair pose, with a little bit of a twist. So, again, I'm gonna face you so you can see me better. So, place your feet so you have about like half an inch apart from each other, or an inch, I would say. Take your hands, and you're going to place them on the outside of your feet. So bend your knees, place them on the outside of your feet. Now from here, bring your arms up towards the sky. This is a challenging pose, but it creates so much strength in your legs. Now if you can, try to push your hips back so that you can see the tops of your toes. Bring your hands up towards the sky. Now take your hands, bring them to prayer pose, and shift your body towards the right side with your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, and twist towards the right side. Breathe. Make sure that right knee doesn't shift back. You keep it forward so that it's aligned with your left knee. And release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. One more time on the other side. Okay, hands, place them on the outside of your feet. Bend your knees, bring your hands up, and bring your hands together. Shift towards the left side, placing your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Try to look up towards the sky. And release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the top of the mat. Okay, here we go. Inhale, hands up to the sky, and exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Okay, from here, step your left foot back. Turn your left foot so that it's at a 90-degree angle. Keep your right knee bent over your right ankle. And cartwheel your hands up towards the side, keeping that right leg bent. Press your feet firmly on the mat. Squeeze your legs energetically towards one another. Hug your navel in. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your back and look past your right middle finger. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Stay here for a moment. Now flip your hand up and bring it up towards the right side of your cheek. Reverse warrior, breathe. Now from here, straighten that right leg and bring your hands to your sides like you were in Warrior 2, and shift your body forward like this and place your hands on the outside of your right foot. Take your left hand and bring it up towards the sky. Make sure your arm is straight, aligned with your left shoulder. Try to turn your torso even more up towards the sky. Take a deep breath here and exhale. Trikonasana, triangle. And release that left hand, place it on the mat, and step your left foot out to meet your right. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bow. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Now, Place your hands to the mat and step your right foot back. Turn your right foot so it's at a 90-degree angle. Bend your left knee so it's over your left ankle. And cartwheel your hands up towards your sides. Again, bend your left knee so it's over your left ankle. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Look past your left middle finger. Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe. Flip your hand up and reach past your left side of your cheek. Reverse warrior. Straighten your left leg. Bring your body, shift your body forward towards and slowly come down so that your left hand is on the outside of your left foot. Bring your right hand up towards the sky. Hug your navel in. Trikonasana, triangle. Inhaling and exhaling. Try to inhale and exhale through your nose. And place your hands so it's inside of your left foot. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay. From here, try to go to a wide-legged stance. Not too wide, but also not too narrow. Okay. From here, place your hands on your hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. And with control, slowly come down. Shift forward. And try, now place your hands on the mat. And try to, if you can, bring your head as close, bring the crown of your head as close to the mat. If you're okay, that's completely fine. Once you keep doing this pose, you'll see that you get more flexibility and your head will get even closer to the mat. Pasrita Padottanasana. It's a wide-legged forward stance. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, back. Inhale, hands on your hips, and exhale, come up. Okay, now heel toe your legs back, your feet towards one another. Heel toe, or you can jump, whatever you decide to do. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the top of our mat. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back, exhale, bow. Hands on the mat, step your left foot back, and then your right. Shift forward, chaturanga. You can do upward facing dog or cobra. I'm gonna do cobra this time. Place your feet firmly on the mat. Your hands should be by the base of your rib cage. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another, come up, cobra. Inhale and exhale. We're going to shift our body up. Place your knees so that they're at the sides of your mat. Place your hands on the mat. Come down to child's pose. Try to press your big toes together. Keep your forehead on the mat. Keep your arms straight and stay here for a moment and breathe. We did a lot of poses, so it's important to take little breaks. Inhaling and exhaling, slowly, softly. Notice your breathing, notice your heart rate. Okay, now come out. I'm going to teach you pigeon pose, which is a hip opener, which is really good for your hips, especially for women. We have a lot of hip injuries, and it's just really important to stretch out your hips to avoid having those injuries when you get older. We put a lot of stress in our hips with walking, even sometimes driving, sitting, running. So I'll teach you pigeon pose. So place your hands on the mat. Let's go to plank. So keep your legs straight. And take your right leg, bend it, and bring your right knee so it's your right hand. Now from here, untuck that left toe, push that left leg back, And try to gaze back and make sure your left leg is straight. It's straight aligned with your hip. Now you can stay here. You should feel some sort of stretch in your hips. Or if you want more of a challenge, you can slowly come down so that your forehead is touching the mat. Now if you're here, or even if you're up here, try to energetically squeeze kind of your hips towards one another. And stay here and breathe for a moment. And release. We'll do the other leg. Hands on the mat. Tuck that left toe and push that right leg back. Other side. Bend your left knee and bring it to the side by your right underneath your left palm. Straighten that right leg. Look back. Make sure it's aligned with your right hip. You can stay here while hugging in your navel, or you can come down. Forehead on the mat. Now try to energetically squeeze those hips towards one another. You'll probably notice that you're more flexible on one side versus the other. That's completely normal. Stay here for a moment and breathe. And release. Okay, place your hands on the mat, tuck your right toe, bring that left leg back, and we're gonna shift forward and come to our bellies. Okay, untuck your toes. You can keep your hands at the base of your rib cage, or you can bring them back. This is an easier modification. If you want more of a challenge, you can place them right here. So I'm going to place them on my sides. Press your forehead on the mat. And in one inhale, you're going to simultaneously lift up your head, your chest, your arms, and your leg. Inhale, lift up. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Stay here for a moment. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Push your legs back as if someone's pulling your legs behind you, and lift your chest up even more. Hold it for a minute, inhaling and exhaling, and release. Place your hands on top of each other, and place your right cheek on top of your hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we're gonna do that again. You can do that same exact thing, or if you want even more of a challenge, we're gonna do a different pose. So, you can grab your tops of your toes or your ankles, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Make sure your legs are aligned with your hips. They're not too spread out or too close together. And in one inhale, you're going to lift your head and your chest and pull your feet towards one another. Inhale, hold it. This is Dhanurasana, bow pose. And exhale. That's a hard pose, so congrats if you guys did that. Place your hands on top of each other and place your left cheek on top of your hands. Okay, now we're going to shift to our backs. So come to your back. Okay. Now from here, make sure your feet are underneath your knees. Place your palms firmly on the mat. And in an inhale, bring your hips up towards the sky. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. And if you can, in your next exhale, try to lift up your hips even higher. Now try to lift your chin up, but try to bring your chest towards your chin. Inhaling and exhaling and release. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Place your hands firmly on the mat. And in an exhale, bring your hips up towards the sky. Now from here, if you can, interlace your hands and place them underneath your hips. Lift your chin up, chest towards chin, and breathe. This pose is also a hip opener, believe it or not, and really good for your back. And release. The more you do that pose, you'll notice the more your hips lift up towards the sky. Okay, now from here, bring your legs and bring them towards your chest, lift your head up, try to neutralize the spine. And release, and rock up towards the top of your mat. Now from here, bring your legs out in front of you. Place your hands so that they're at the sides of your hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Hug your navel in. Flex both of your feet. Make sure you keep those feet active. This is Dandasana. Doesn't feel like it's doing much, but it actually is. Bring your hands up towards the sky and try to grab your toes. If you can't, that's okay, you can stay here, or you can grab your ankles. But if you can, try to bring your head towards your knees. Paschimottanasana. And release. Take your right foot and place it on your inner left thigh. Flex your left foot. Bring your hands up towards the sky and try to reach your left foot. And release. We'll do the other side. Right foot out, left foot. Press it firmly on your inner left thigh. Hands up towards the sky. And try to grab a hold of your left foot, ankle, or you can keep it here. And breathe. Now, bring your feet together to butterfly pose. And if you can, take your hands, place them in front of you, and slowly come down as far as you can without straining yourself. Inhaling and exhaling. And release. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Shavasana. So go lay on your backs. I like to stay in Shavasana for a good 3 minutes, the minimum. So lay on your backs. Place your feet so that they're as wide as your mat. Your palms should be up. Soften your breath. Soften your jaw. Slowly close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Hopefully you guys gain some sort of healing from this yoga practice. Notice the sensations of your body. Notice your breath. Let your body just fall deep into the mat. Try to let go of any negative thoughts or feelings or to-do lists. Okay, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Open up your eyes and roll towards your right side. And slowly come up to Sukhasana seated. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to practice with me today. I hope that you feel like you have some more energy, or you feel healed in any sort of way. Hands to heart. Namaste.